She wore an itsy bitsy teeny weeny white canvas bikini. Hey guys, it's Sarah here, coming back at you with a new art video. Today I'm gonna be painting on some teeny tiny canvases, the tiniest canvases ever. Okay, probably not, but look how small. 2 inches squared, or for the rest of the world who doesn't speak USA measurements, 5 centimeters. It fits in the palm of my hand. You may have noticed that some things have popped up on the wall behind me and changed around. First person who comments all the new things hanging on my wall, not including push pins, I'm gonna pin ya. I'm gonna pin your comment at the top. So have fun with that. By the way, I post a brand new video every week, so turn on bell notifications if you never want to miss out. Now without further ado, let's get on into the teeny weeny paintings. Here we have some acrylic paint, itty bitty brushes, and now I'm gonna ask you guys on Instagram what I should paint on my first little canvas. By the way, it is the same day. There just was a slight wardrobe change because the sun came out and I just got hot with all the studio lighting wearing my sweatshirt. So a really boring story. Back to this. Oops. And here are the results. Every once in a while I do some fun interactive stuff on my Twitter and Instagram pages, so if you're not following me there, you should be. So first I'm gonna be painting a dinosaur based off of my old clay charms. Do any of you guys remember these? I already sketched this out off camera, so let's get into painting. Probably should start with the middle ground instead of the foreground. So I'm going to mix a couple different greens to get a middle shade. This will just make it easier so I don't have to paint around all the blades of grass and ruin the crispness. I can paint them on after. And that was my cat meowing to get in the room. Leo. He's still at it. Leo, hold on. This isn't much different than a normal painting in my opinion, and I actually like making smaller scale art rather than a huge canvas or a huge piece of paper. I feel like smaller stuff is easier for me, and I don't know if it's easier in general for everyone, but I don't know, it's like I can get the lines to be more precise in the way that I want them, and obviously it doesn't take as long. So I kind of want to almost paint over the outlines just a smidge, just a smidge. I never even use that word. The bushes, I want to make the lightest green, but see for this, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of white or yellow. Actually though, I decided to do the sky first. I guess this will make the bushes a little bit easier to paint. I am painting on the edges of the canvas as well. I figured just will make it look better, and plus, I mean, this is so small, why not? Not my best idea to try and balance this in the frame while trying to paint around details, but that's okay. I'll just put green paint over the leaves, it'll be fine. See, this should be a challenge, trying to paint in midair, just having to hold it up, and then you have to sit behind a camera and a tripod. And Leo, why are you so loud? I swear my cat doesn't want me. My cat does not want me to film. I opened the door for him too. He doesn't even want in. So Craig is outside, and that's probably why he's calling through the house. Okay, so now I'm going in with the yellow green to put the bushes in the background. Now it's time for the fluffy clouds. I'm gonna mix a little bit of water with the paint for this to make it a little less opaque, more translucent. So I'm just putting some water right on the canvas. And some white paint, some more white paint. See, it just helps it to blend in with the blue a little bit more. So I just realized I didn't tell you what size paintbrush I'm using. It's a 10-0. I don't really know what that means, but that's the size. You can see I just painted all those tiny leaves, and I did switch my brush to a 3-0. It really doesn't look smaller, but it looks a little pointier. So I'm attempting to not be shaky and put a little brown branch through these leaves. Oh, the shakes. I'm getting hungry. It's almost dinner time. Next up are those blades of grass in the front, and we're getting really close to actually painting the dinosaur in. I'm pretty stoked. I might need to go over these with a couple coats of green because it's not going on as opaque as I want it to. Also, detail is really tricky. Painting the sky was a breeze, but trying to get a point at the end of a blade of grass is not. Everybody walk the dinosaur, open your mouth, bum 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 bum. Everybody walk the dinosaur. The grass is drying. I'm gonna take a break and go help make dinner. But before that, I wanna show you what other suggestions came in for the other paintings. A cute taco. Hey Gianna, a waffle. I actually had a waffle for breakfast today. Oh, a turquoise bow. There should be a turquoise bow emoji. Pugs, everyone does love pugs. I love pugs. Leo, Nick Whiskers. There's so many, this is exciting. There are some really good ones on here and I don't know which one I'm gonna choose next, but I do wanna thank you all for participating, and I do wanna do stuff like this more in the future to get you guys involved. Now we have everything down except for the dino himself, so I'm painting orange in here, a couple different tones. So for the outline, I'm doing a darker orange, and then I'm going over that with more of like a macaroni and cheese yellow orange. Once all that is down, I did the red kind of blobby spots. And after that, we moved on over to really animate this guy and bring him to life. I put a black dot for the eye, a little one for the nostril, and then a white highlight. And the little guy is done. New day, same nail polish after nearly a week. It's like almost perfect still, and it makes me very happy because I don't like waiting for nail polish to dry. I like how he turned out. I'm just really, I can't talk, but I'm really excited to, one, start vlogging again on my other channel if you guys are interested. Two, I want to do more polymer clay stuff and get back into charms possibly. And three, I really want to redecorate this mess behind me. I mean, it's kind of cool. I need a change. I just spit there. I hope that didn't show up on camera. I should have just not told you guys. I took a nap. I am fully recharged. Okay, let's get on to the next painting. So I decided to have this one be more abstract. Not that the dinosaur was really realistic or anything, but I'm not gonna draw any guidelines on here before. And I'm just going to blend it all together and make a pretty sunset kind of image. There were just so many of you who suggested for me to do a sunset, so I'm gonna do kind of like a sunset-y gradient in the sky. Well, I guess it is a sky. It's not really in the sky. The great thing about working on a small space with acrylic is that acrylic does dry pretty quickly, and that makes it harder to blend. So with a small space like this, it's going to be easier to blend since stuff is going to stay wet. You're not working with a big area. It's still not the easiest though. So I decided to turn this into a desert sunset, complete with some cacti silhouettes in the front and some white dots for the stars in the sky. I think it turned out really pretty and a little bit different from what I normally do. I don't usually use cacti as subject matter, so it's a little bit different, and it was fun to do. Also, it kind of vibes with the print on my crop top, which was totally unplanned, but see that? It's a little wrinkled. Disregard. It took me the absolute longest time trying to decide what to do for this final piece. I looked through your suggestions and I actually drew a couple different things on the canvas before I decided on these mushrooms. So I decided to do giant mushrooms, which ironically are going to end up very tiny on a tiny canvas. Here's some music with the painting process for your entertainment. So the color scheme, I will admit, is a little weird. It's kind of different, but I think that it works. Let me know if you like it, and in the comment section below, also tell me which of these 3 paintings is your absolute favorite: the dinosaur, the desert sunset, or these mushrooms. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up to let me know. A canvas up, canvas up, canvas up. And if you're still here, that must mean that you like me. I appreciate you. I'll post some other cool videos up in the corner, that iCard over there, as well as on the side. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Coming back at I just hit my hand. Teeny tiny. In the pot. So teeny weeny. Now I am a bear. Everybody walk the dinosaur.